Everyone, Stacey McKellar, Senior Director with 31 Gifts here. This video is going to run down what I do at my home parties, just to give an idea of how a party presentation can look. My parties are by no means like super exceptional. A lot of the ideas are not my own personal ideas. These are just things that I've picked up from other leaders, other consultants, and it's just the way that I'm most comfortable with my party presentations. And that's to say that you have the opportunity to look at what I do. You can go on YouTube and Google and find other party presentation ideas. Our home office website, TOT, has lots of training about home parties as well. But this is what I do, and please feel free to take any ideas that work for you and apply them in your business. So, I've already established my relationship with my hostess, but when I get there, I usually show up about 45 minutes before the party, and I just work on setting up all of my product. Now, you can see behind me here my mess of an office, but I have a lot of product, so my personal opinion is that I'm going to bring as much to the party as I can. Some people just want to stick to the very basics, the top 10 products. When you're a new consultant, you might only have the items in your enrollment kit, and that's totally okay. But, for my consultants who are local to me on my team, I have all this product here so that if there's some items that are part of the monthly special that they don't have, I'm also trying to loan out product to them so that they can use it for their parties. But when I go to a home party, I pretty much bring everything. And then depending on how much space is available in the hostesses' homes, I'll keep all of my thermals still inside the tote that I brought them in, but I'll just set them on the floor. Or maybe I'll just set out the items that are on special, plus a few top 10 items like the All About the Benjamins, the large utility tote, the zip top tote, etc. But basically, I have everything there, and I make sure to let everybody know that. And really, I want everybody to be there checking out the product, right? Like, that's the biggest feature for me, is that it's sort of a pop-up shop, and I want my customers to be happy with the products that they're ordering. So I really want to make sure that they understand the size of the product, what the material feels and looks like, where the pockets are, what the zipper's like. When I have the product in my hands to show them, then I don't have very many people getting their product and saying that they're not happy or it's not what they expected. So as you have the chance to earn your Start Swell levels, or to earn a spot in a K group, or to earn an incentive, like right now we have the Wishes Come True incentive. So all the ways that you can work to get more product in your hands, and that also includes doing seasonal launch parties for yourself, or anytime you have the chance to put a few random orders through together that you get from your customers. If it reaches $200, then you're able to use that credit. So I really can't stress enough that having the product in hand, without breaking the bank for yourself, but as you can, I do recommend building up your display collection. Okay, so I've set up my stuff, and guests start to arrive. So the very first thing that I do is I've just cut up little pieces of paper, and I've also sort of given a warning, or I've already announced to people that there's going to be the chance for them to win some prizes, but they have to come out to the party in order to be in the running. So as soon as they get there, hi, welcome to the party, I'm Stacey. Could you please put your name on one of these tickets and put it in my Your Way bin? I'm going to be doing some door prize draws, so I want to make sure you're entered. So they do that. Everybody gets one ticket to begin with. And I tell them that there's going to be door prizes, and I do a mystery prize. So my mystery prize every time is a Little's Carry-All Caddy. This is a retro one here, and it actually has tickets from a prize. But I supply a Little's Carry-All caddy, and I let my hostess know beforehand that I'm going to be donating that as this mystery prize, and if they want to participate as well, that they can get some hand soaps, some lotions, some candies. If they're in direct sales themselves, they can put some of their products inside of it. So if they want to fill it, they're more than welcome to. And I announce, I always have a Facebook event that's set up beforehand, usually about a week and a half before, unless my hostess asks for it to be started earlier. But that's one of the things I post about 3 days before the event and say, you know, if you come out to so-and-so's party, you'll have the chance to win. Not only am I giving out door prizes, but we're also giving away a mystery prize, and you have the chance to earn ballots towards this raffle for the mystery prize. So you get 1 ticket just for coming. You can earn 1 ballot for every $31 spent towards your hostess's party. And then the other ones are sort of, depending on what I'm looking for, I might say they can get 5 tickets if they book a party with me in the following 2 months. And if they join my team, they'll get, say, an extra 5 tickets or 10 tickets. Also, if they bring a friend who wasn't invited to the event, I give them an extra ticket. If they bring an outside order to the party, they can get an extra 2 tickets, right? You can figure out what is it that you're really wanting out of this. Maybe you find out that the hostess is only going to probably have 4 guests. Well, then you might want to up the ante that if they bring outside orders, that they can get extra tickets. I've told them about that before. I reiterate that. I say, you're putting your name in now for the door prize, and then later we're going to add tickets to this for the mystery prize. So then I just sort of let people come in. I do a game called the Mini Zipper Pouch game. So I have this all set up. But if you are a newer consultant and you don't have a stash of mini zipper pouches accumulated, and truthfully, like, these are $15 each. So you don't have to do this in the expensive way. You can simply have envelopes, just little envelopes, and ask them. So what I do is, as a few people have come in, I go around and I say, hey, we're going to be playing a game tonight. I would like you to look through here and choose a mini zipper pouch that speaks to you, and that's going to be your mini zipper pouch for the evening, and the only rule is right now you cannot open it. And just to give props where this is due, this idea came from Deanna DeCarey, who is a leader in Ontario here. So this is her idea originally, and I've been using this for almost a year, and it's been fantastic. It's been so wonderful. So I have the ladies take this, and they get really excited about it right off the bat, like, oh, I can't open it. I wonder what's inside. Like, I'm going to sneak a peek or whatever. You know, you kind of get them riled up, and then, like, if they pick one and you're like, oh, okay, interesting, you know, you just get them excited about it. So I'm doing that as people are coming in. Everybody gets there, and it's time for the presentation to start. So the very first thing I'll say is, just before we get started, has everybody had their name put in the draw, and does everybody have a mini zipper pouch? Okay, we're good to go. So then I do a quick little welcome. So thank you so much for coming out to the party. I really, we all really appreciate it. My hostess and I really appreciate that you guys are here. We're going to start with some draws, but first I just have a question. Who has heard of 31 before? Put your hands up. So then I'll ask if anybody's been to a party before, who owns some 31. So I'm putting my feelers out there, and if there are a lot of ladies who aren't familiar with the company, then I take a little bit more time explaining what it is. But before I get into my presentation, I do some giveaways. So I will have a little O-Snap bin, which it's actually not usually this one. I don't know where my regular one is, but I have key fobs, sorry, not key fobs, nail files. I do have key fobs. I usually put 2 key fobs in because otherwise they would all get scooped up. Magnets that are 31, different shaped nail files. We've got like the little cute ones, little notebooks. So these are all things that I buy the key fobs retail price because I get my 25% commission back on them, and they're a write-off if you keep track of how many of these you've bought. But the rest of the items that I put in my little prize thing are all from our business supplies. So you can do a business supply order and order these little goodies. There's also on the business supply order, there's like a medium and a large Hostess goodie bag, and those are filled with retired products, packs of sort of the nail files and things like that. And then they're just little priced items that you can give away. So right off the bat with my, when my little tickets are in here, I'll say the first prize that I'm going to give away is actually, I'm going to give to my hostess. So I hand her my little prize bin and I say, thank you for having me into your home. So you get to choose something out of here. And then I usually will pick 2 door prize tickets. So then I say, you get to go in there, you get to choose whatever you want. And so I'm just getting the party off on like, this is fun, we're doing giveaways, you know, starting it on a positive note. So then I make sure that everybody has their catalog. So I will say, so I'll go back to explaining what 31 is. So my little like 30-second commercial is that 31 is a direct sales company that my little tagline used to be that we organize your life and style. But then we added jewelry into our collection. So now I say it's all about organizing and accessorizing your life and style. So we have products that will help you lead a functional, busy life in your home, on the go, with your family, and for your own daily use. So we have everything from home decor items, including pillows, to totes and purses, wallets and accessories, a whole collection of thermals, from small lunch pails up to big ones that you can use at the grocery store. So I'm sort of covering all those bases quickly. And then I will give a little bit of information about myself. So my name is Stacey McKellar. I'm a senior director with 31. I've been selling for 4 years. When I first signed up, I just wanted one of everything out of the catalog. But now it's actually turned into a full-time job for me. And I'm so lucky to be a part of a company where I love the product and I love the environment. And so the very first thing that I want you to look at actually right now is starting at the back of the catalog. Ooh, I don't know what just fell there. So the party presentation that I go into is referred to as the backwards catalog presentation. That is what I do. I find it really, really simple. I'm not the originator in this idea. I believe if you go on Google and type in backwards catalog party 31, probably Melissa Feetsum is the person who comes up. She's got videos about it. But I'll quickly explain what I say. So I start with the back page and I say, I just want to show you this page first, the back of the catalog, because this is the best deal in the whole catalog. For $115 plus shipping and tax, and that's in Canada, you get over $400 worth of product, and you can choose from 2 beautiful kit options. And you also get a bunch of business supplies, everything that you need to start your own business. So if you were looking for a way to get a lot of product in your hand, if you were looking for a way to have an extra gig where you bring in a little bit of extra money every month for yourself and your family, and if you were looking to be a part of a really awesome community, 31, being a 31 consultant is an awesome experience. So if you have any questions about that, I would be happy to talk to you later this evening. So leading with that first, I just put a huge recruiting seed out there, and just to let people know, like, I'm not afraid to talk about that with you if you are interested. So that's the first page that I have them look at. Then I say, then I want you to open up to the inside of the back cover to look at these 2 pages. And these 2 pages are about the second best deal in the catalog, and that is what so-and-so is doing tonight, which is hosting a party. So with just collecting $200 or more in orders, you are going to start collecting hostess rewards. So with a $200 party, you get $25 credit, you get a half price item, and you get the chance to purchase one of our 4 hostess exclusive items. And ladies, I do have 3 of these hostess exclusive items in my display collection here tonight. So if you find that you can't live without one of these items, you're going to want to consider hosting a party of your own. And by the way, a party can be a home party like this. It can be a party that's just on Facebook. It can be a catalog party where you bring a few catalogs into your workplace or to your family gathering. And as long as you collect those $200 in orders, you're a qualified party and you start getting some of these goodies. You can even actually do a party for one if you're thinking about some gifts that you have to get anyways for an upcoming wedding or for Mother's Day or for year-end teacher gifts, or if you're thinking ahead to Christmas. As long as you put through a $200 order, you're going to get some of those goodies. Now, I always point out then, additionally, when you get up to the $600 party level, at that stage you're going to get $100 credit, you're going to get 2 half-price items, and you're going to have the chance to purchase 2 of our hostess exclusives. And at the $600 level, you are also able to get a monthly hostess special, which is usually a bundle of 2 to 3 products with free personalization at a really discounted price. And I have to say that about the $600 price point or party level, that is the average. Most people do get around a $600 party. And I just have to mention as well, this is our jackpot level. That is a $1,200 party. So with a $1,200 party, you would get, as the hostess, $250 credit, 3 half-price items, 3 of the 4 hostess exclusives, and instead of having to pay for them, you actually get them for free. And then you also get the hostess special. So like I said, that's the jackpot level. I'm always really happy when I get my hostesses up to that level. So if this is something that, you have a wish list that's bigger than what your budget is tonight at the party, you might want to consider hosting a party. And please feel free to talk to me later on tonight if you're interested in that. So now we're going to go one more page in, and if you look at this page here is all about our pillows. So then I go into that we've got 2 size options, and we have a cream pillowcase color, and we have a navy one. The cream one you can do screen printing on, or you can have embroidery with the thread stitched right in, and then the navy one you can do the stitching on. So I quickly talk about that, show off the example, say how they make a great gift. Then if you go back 2 more pages, starting on page 48 and all the way to page 51, this is all about our personalization. So in case you didn't know, most of our products can be personalized with embroidery. And that embroidery runs for $7 to $10. You can get everything from 1 to 3 bigger initials to 1 to 3 lines of writing with 16 characters on each line. So you can fit like a small inspirational quote on the products. Or we also have pictures and really cool monograms that we are able to add on a lot of our product. So I'll talk about how our icons are now filled, and that I talk about how I went to home office and I watched them embroider a bag, and just a regular little monogram took like 10 minutes, and that the icons now take up to 45 minutes to fill, and they still only charge us $10. So there's so much value in that, and it's a great way to make it a unique personalized item. Then I say, the only other thing that I want to point out about the catalog is that, has everybody been to an IKEA store? I like to describe our catalog like an IKEA store. So in the first half of the catalog, this is like our showroom. This shows you how our products work well together as solution sets in various scenarios in your life. So this is really going to give you inspiration of how you can use our products. So that's the showroom. And then starting on page, I believe it's 32, page 32. This is our warehouse. So this shows you, it's called our product shopping guide. It's going to show you what prints each product is available in. So if you see something that you like in the first half, or you see a product here in my display, you're going to go to this guide to find out exactly what prints it comes in. Okay, so now I also want to point out that I included a flyer in your catalog. So every month we have a customer special, and the way that it works is you spend $40 on regular price product, and then you qualify for a special. So for this month, when you spend $40, you can get either a soft utility tote, which retails for $58, or a stand tall bin, which retails for $60. For every $40 in regular price product that you spend, you're going to be able to get one of these for $18. That's actually 60% savings and is an amazing deal. Okay, so there's some value there for you tonight. I do have those products right here. So feel free to check them out. So that's sort of like, in a nutshell, my little spiel. Now, I'll say to everybody, does everybody still have their mini zipper pouches? Yep, they're right here. Do you guys want to know about them? Yeah. Okay, just give me a couple more minutes. Keep holding on to them. So I'm building some suspense throughout my presentation. So what I'll do usually at this point is I'll say, earlier I asked who owns some 31, and there's usually a few ladies. So I'll say, okay, so-and-so, what is the product that you own that you love the most from 31? So I will let them showcase the items that they love, and then they can tell me and the other customers and guests why they like that product, where they use it. And so it really gets conversations started. 9 times out of 10, the large utility tote gets talked about. The zip top often gets talked about, the zip top organizing utility tote, and the All About the Benjamins. If any of those do not get talked about, I make sure to talk about them. I bring out my personal All About the Benjamins and show them everything that it holds. And then aside from like making sure those few in the monthly special get talked about, I really don't spend too much more time showcasing the products, simply because I want them to be able to have time to go dig in and really see the products that they want. So after we've had that conversation, then I'll say, okay, can everybody please grab their mini zipper pouches and just hold on to them, and I'm going to explain and figure out if you want to open your mini zipper pouch. You have to make a decision. So I'll say, inside every mini zipper pouch, there's a card, and on that card, it says, congratulations, you have won. Every single mini zipper pouch is a winner. You could win. So then I'll go through and I'll say what it is. So there are, I think there's 2 that I have as half price shipping on their order tonight. 2 is free personalization on an item ordered on the party. Then I have congratulations, you've won a $15 prize pack. One is a $20, or some are $25 prize packs. And then you could go up and up however you are comfortable. You can have a grand prize. Maybe that's a free large utility tote. So I usually bring about 17 of these just to be safe. So then I say, but there's a little bit of a catch. Anything that is a product or a prize pack. So the first 2 options that I mentioned, that's it on their own. They win that, they win that. But if it's a $15 prize pack and above, then it's going to say, congratulations, you've won this and a party. So if you're like 100% dead set against gathering $200 in orders, or having a ladies' night at your house, and it doesn't have to be, in the next month. It can be a couple months out. I'm usually pretty flexible on that scheduling, just because I always want to be filling my whole season with parties. So if somebody wants to party 3 months out, I'm okay with that. So I say to the ladies, you can choose to open this, but you have to honor that if you get a prize pack that you're going to host a party. And then what I do with my mini zipper pouches is that if they win a prize and a party, that I usually let them keep the mini zipper pouch that night. Now, if you're just doing this with envelopes, you would just not bother with that part. But the catch of the prize is that they don't get the prize until I've closed their party. And how I do the product is that I have products from my display from the fall that are in colors that I don't want to display anymore. So, or they're retired altogether, or I've had some extra credit. And so I've built up a small stash of product that I've not paid full price for, so that I have these items that I can give away as incentives to book the parties. So I'll tell the ladies, you can, if you're feeling brave, you can go ahead and open it right now. Or if you know 100% that you don't want to, I'm going to put my caddy right here. You just slip that mini zipper pouch back in there, no worries. And I will check with you at checkout. And so if you want to tell me there, that's fine too. So after I've done that, I just say, okay, ladies, all this product is here for you to check out. Please dig into it. I want to see the place a mess. Go ahead and check everything out. I'm here if you have any questions, but I am going to go sit at my checkout station. So if you have any questions at all, come and see me, but I'm just going to leave for a little bit. So that usually takes the pressure off of them, that they get into it. They're talking with their girls and they get into really looking at all the products. And then usually it's only a couple minutes before somebody comes over and is ready to order. And I have my little station where I talk through them with them one-on-one. And I usually write out their order forms. Although if it's a huge crowd, you can hand out order forms and they can start filling out their own as they're shopping. So that is basically how my party presentation goes. Like I said, it's not super original, and I don't think that it's anything all that amazing, but I've had a lot of success with it. The mini zipper pouch has been great for keeping, the game has been great for keeping my calendar full. So if you're really looking for a way to make sure that you have consistent parties, you might want to consider doing something like that. Some other games that I've rotated into things, you can find a script for one of those left-right stories that you tell, and so you can have everybody sit in a circle. You can do this before you do the party presentation. You can sort of say I'm going to start everything off with the game, and I've used our little cute case and then written inside $5 off your purchase tonight, or just some little thing like that. Start it with the hostess, read the script and have it go right and left. And it's just a way to add fun, and it's not super expensive. And there's lots of other ideas out there. Somebody, I think her name was Lori Martin, I believe that there's a 31-minute call recording about a game that she does where she has her guests plan in their head and looking at the products. They have to come up with a solution set for, she gives them little cards. So one will say, I'm going to Costco, I'm going to the pool, I'm going on vacation. They have to pick a solution set, and then they have to stump the other guests, so they have to give clues without giving it away. So I don't have the specifics of it, but again, that would be something where you wouldn't have to pay much out of pocket, or it wouldn't be an expensive game to play. And if you didn't have a huge collection for your display yet, you could probably have them write out what they would use just by looking in the catalog. So they wouldn't have to physically have it, but they could say, I would be using this product, as you can see on this page, to carry blah, blah, blah. So those are my ideas and what I do at my home parties. I do a slightly different setup on my Facebook Live parties, and I can talk about that as well in another video. But I think that pretty much sums up what I do at the home party. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Thank you.